Sadi Gaurava. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on Canto 4, chapter 17, and we are in the middle of the purport of text 29, purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we'll continue reading. Srila Rupa Goswami says that the devotee who is always engaged in the devotional service of the Lord is always liberated, regardless of his material situation. If it is possible for a devotee to remain transcendental, it is certainly possible for the Supreme Personality of Godhead to remain in his internal potency without being attached to the external potency. So Rupa Goswami, he is saying that the pure devotee, even though he may be in the material world, he may be inside the material body, but because his consciousness is completely purified, he is Krishna conscious, so that's the reason he's liberated. And so if the pure devotee is liberated, what to speak about the Lord himself? The Lord can never be under the control of the modes of nature. He's always on the transcendental platform. He's always he's always with the internal energy. Krishna does not personally associate with the external energy. So there should be no difficulty in understanding the situation. Krishna says that Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tattvataha Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mameti Swarjana. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 that just try to understand that my nature, my appearance, my qualities, my pastimes, they're all transcendental. And if we understand that Krishna's appearance and activities are transcendental, we do not need to take birth again in the material world. So just as a devotee is never bewildered by his material body, the Lord is never bewildered by the external energy of this material world. So the pure devotee, he's not under the clutches of the three modes of nature. He's directly under Krishna's protection. He's directly under the protection of the internal energy. He does not identify himself as his body. He understands, I'm not the body. He's completely understood. I am a spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. And that's the reason he's engaging himself in devotional service to Krishna. So the illusion of the material energy does not affect him. So Rupa Goswami is saying, of course, if the pure devotee is not in illusion, then how can the Lord be in illusion? The Lord is never, ever in illusion. A devotee is not hampered by the material body, although he is situated in a physical body that runs according to so many material conditions. A devotee is not hampered by the material body, although he is situated in a physical body that runs according to so many material conditions. For example, there are 5 kinds of air functioning within the body, and there are so many organs, the hands, legs, tongue, genitals, rectum, etc., all working differently. So this body, this material body that we have, this body is under the control of the material nature, no? They're the organs that are working, they're the airs, they're the different senses. The spirit soul, the living entity, who is in full knowledge of his position, is always engaged in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and is not concerned with the bodily functions. So this is the pure devotee who is in full knowledge of his position. Means he's liberated. He's on the liberated platform. He's understood Aham Brahmasmi. He is on the Brahman platform. And what is he doing? He's always engaged in chanting. He's either hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, always engaged in devotional service. Although the Lord is connected with the material world, he is always situated in his spiritual energy and is always unattached to the functions of the material world. So Krishna, he does not personally take care of the material world. His rules are made, the laws are made. He's put the material energy there to control us. He's put the modes of nature there to control us. Whereas himself is in Golok Vrindavan. He's in the spiritual world. This material world is just acting according to his law and order. He set up the law and order. As far as the material body is concerned, there are 6 waves or symptomatic material conditions: hunger, thirst, lamentation, bewilderment, old age, and death. Okay, so 6 waves. 6 waves of symptomatic material conditions, and they are being called, anyone?
Hunger, thirst, lamentation, bewilderment, old age, and death.
Thank you. The liberated soul is never concerned with these 6 physical interactions. So one may say, oh, but you're in the body. How come you're not hungry, not thirsty, no lamentation, no bewilderment, no old age and death? We can see that, for example, there's so many pastimes of the pure devotees. What I remember now is the pastime of Madhavendra Puri. He was a pure devotee of the Lord, and he would never beg for food. Even if he was hungry or thirsty, he would never beg. He would just tolerate it. So Krishna, he was in Vrindavan, Madhavendra Puri, and Krishna came to him as a cowherd boy and said, hey, you are hungry. Why don't you beg some food? Madhavendra Puri said, no, I don't beg. If something comes my way, I eat. Otherwise, I'm okay. He was just chanting the holy name. So Krishna personally came to give him milk. He says, nobody goes hungry in my village. Krishna came as a cowherd boy. So that is the pure devotee. They're completely under the protection of Krishna. Krishna personally takes care of the pure devotees. And so they're not concerned with this hunger, thirst, lamentation. That we are concerned because we are thinking we are the body. The Supreme Personality of... So we cannot artificially imitate them. We may not, I want to prove to the world I'm a pure devotee, so I'm going to give up eating and drinking. We can't artificially try to come to that point. Just honestly accept wherever we are and continue to hear and chant and glorify the activities of the pure devotees. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, being the all-powerful master of all energies, has some connection with the external energy, but he is always free from the interactions of the external energy in the material world. So Krishna, when he comes himself or he sends his incarnations, his activities, those are called leelas. They are not action and reaction of karma. It's not that because Krishna has to undergo some karma, that's the reason he has come. No, he comes out of his own sweet will, which is very different than us. We are here right now in the material world because of our desire, because of our karma. We have actions and reactions, but not for Krishna. Krishna is on the transcendental platform. Is that okay?
Yes.
So this is a conversation between Pṛthu Maharaj and Prithvi, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the earth is speaking.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, so then going on. Oh, sorry. How does it go?
Yena aham atma ayatnam vinirmita
Thank you. Yena hamatma yatanam vinirmita.
येन अहम्
आत्मा
आत्म
यथा
आयतनं विनिर्मिता
Tatra yatoyam gunasarga sangraha.
दात्रा
तत्र
यतो अयम्
यतोऽध्यं गुणसङ्गः
Sa eva mamhantamudayuda swarat.
स
स
एव
एव
मां
मां
हन्तुम्
हन्तुम्
उदायुध
उदायुधस्वराट्
स्वराट्
Upasthito anyam sharanam kam ashraye.
उपस्थितो
उपस्थित
अन्यं
अन्यं
शरणं
शरणं
कम्
कम्
आश्रये.
आश्रये.
Planet Earth continued, my dear Lord, you are the complete conductor of the material creation. You have created this cosmic manifestation and the three material qualities. And therefore, you have created me, the planet Earth, the resting place of all living entities. Yet, you are always fully independent, my Lord. Now that you are present before me and ready to kill me with your weapons, let me know where I should go to take shelter and tell me who can give me protection. So we can see here, the Bhumi, the Prithvi, planet Earth, she completely understands the position of the Lord. She's not thinking that she's God or someone else is God or that, the material nature is God. No, she's understanding that you are the complete conductor of the material creation. When the music, if we see the orchestra, there's always a conductor there. Everyone is playing the instrument, but they are all following the conductor. Similarly, the moon, the sun, the rains, whatever, how are they functioning? All under Krishna's supervision. So, and Prithvi, she's telling also, you created this cosmic manifestation, cosmic manifestation. So she understands who's her source, who's the creator. She's directly pointing out to us the identity that who has created this material universe, who has created the gunas, the three modes of material nature, who has created the planet Earth. She's saying, oh my Lord, it's you. And then she also says, you are always fully independent. Krishna is Swarat. His incarnations are also independent. We are dependent. We are always dependent. Krishna is fully independent. The planet here, Earth herein exhibits the symptoms of full surrender before the Lord. As stated, no one can protect the person whom Krishna is prepared to kill, and no one can kill the person whom Krishna protects. Does anyone know this? How do we say that?
राखे कृष्णा मारे के, मारे कृष्णा राखे के.
Thank you. Yeah. So, because the Lord was prepared to kill the planet Earth, there was no one to give protection to her. We are all receiving protection from the Lord, and it is therefore proper that every one of us surrender unto Him. So she is saying, you are the one who's protecting everyone, and you want to kill me. Now, where shall I go? Because Krishna is the ultimate shelter. We are always thinking, this one will protect me, or that one will protect me, or this will protect me, or that will protect me. My family, or my friend, or my child, or my spouse, or my wealth, or my house. All these things will protect me. But the actual protector is Krishna. So she is saying, well, you are the real protector and you're going to kill me, then where do I go? So Prabhupada is pointing out that it is duty of each and every one of us to surrender to Krishna. It is duty of every living entity to surrender. But we don't want to surrender. And that's the reason we continue to remain in the material world. That's the reason we are here in the material world. And that's the reason Krishna is also giving this instruction, surrender to me, because we don't surrender. Because if we were surrendered, then he didn't need to give that instruction, right? So 1866, Sarva Dharman Parityagya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Sucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. So this is Krishna's instruction and also his promise. He's saying abandon all varieties of religion. Abandon means what? Just give it up right away. Just drop it like a hot potato. Just give it up right away and surrender unto me. This is Krishna's instruction to us. And then he's giving us a promise too. He's also guaranteeing that he will deliver us from all sinful reaction, because we may get scared. Oh, you want me to abandon everything, just come to you? I'll get implicated in sinful reactions. He's saying, don't fear, you won't get any sinful reaction. Sorry. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, my dear Lord, whatever I have, even my mind, the center of all material necessities, namely my home, my body, and whatever I have in connection with this body, I now surrender unto you. This is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He's saying, whatever I have, I surrender unto you, my dear Krishna. Even the mind, yes, our mind. We may do something with the body, but the mind is always somewhere else. So he's saying, I'm even surrendering my mind. Anything, whatever is in connection with this body, I surrender to you. You are now completely independent to act however you like. If you like, you can kill me. And if you like, you can save me. In any case, I am your eternal servant. And you have every right to do whatever you like. So this is Thakur Bhaktivinoda's mood of complete surrender, because he knows that Krishna is not going to forsake him. That's Krishna's promise to the devotee. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has complete faith in Krishna's words. He has complete faith. He knows that Krishna is never going to abandon his devotee. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, you want to save me, you can save me. You want to kill me, you can kill me. I know whatever you will do is good for me. Accepting Krishna's will, because that's what we need to understand, that Krishna's will, his supreme will, is the most benevolent will. Krishna's will is the because he's the best friend of each and every one of us. So he's never going to harm us.
I just want to say one thing for this. Like when people say, "Mera to samay kharab chal raha hai," so time is Krishna. How can it be bad for you? So you have to have that faith that it is best for you, even if it is according to your knowledge not good. It doesn't seem good to you according to your understanding, but it is the best thing that is happening to you, because Krishna is time. So how can your time be bad or anything? How can he do anything bad for you? You have to have that faith.
Yeah, but then we don't have that, no? We forget it. Then we have to
So
remind
we have
ourselves.
to remind. Yes, we have to
Yes,
remind.
then we have to remind ourselves that Krishna says in 5:29 that he Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. He's the best friend of all living entities. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ya etadadva asraja characharam
Ye tadado asrajachar achararam
swamaya yatma shrayaya vitarkyaya.
Somaya atma ashraya avitarkaya
Tayeva soayam kila goptam udyata.
Tayev so ayam kilgopt ugdhata
Katham nu mam dharma paro jigham sati.
katham numam dharm paro jigan santi.
In the beginning of creation, you created all these moving and non-moving living entities by your inconceivable energy. Through this very same energy, you are now prepared to protect the living entities. Indeed, you are the supreme protector of religious principles. Why are you so anxious to kill me, even though I am in the form of a cow? The planet Earth argues that there is no doubt that one who creates can also annihilate by a sweet will. You know, like when the child, when he builds, you give him something with Lego and he builds, say, a building, and he can break that building whenever he wants. That's what the earth is telling to the Lord. You have created, so sure you can break it any time. Your own sweet will. The planet Earth questions why she should be killed when the Lord is prepared to give protection to everyone. After all, it is the earth that is the resting place for all other living entities, and it is the earth that produces grains for them. So now she's appealing to him. She wants to know what happened? Why do you still want to kill me? So, and just now the point, Neha, that you brought up, that time kharab chal raha hai, but you know it's because these teachings of Krishna are meant for us to follow. You know, for us to remember when we are in a low time, what I should be doing. Because it's very easy for us to tell another. But these teachings are specifically meant for us.
Yes, yes,
So that
absolutely.
when, I'm sorry?
Yeah, you're right. That we have to remind ourselves again and again.
Yeah,
Because this is the world where we will face situations. So this is for ourselves when we read, and then we have to remember. We have to keep reminding ourselves that it is okay. This is just a phase, it will go away, good or
yeah,
bad, both. So
yeah,
dualities are there. So yes, we have to remind ourselves.
yes.
And we have to remind and tell ourselves that everything happens by His will, by God's will. So we have to just accept it as a prasad. Maybe there's something good in this for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
best for us. And maybe, situation could have been worse.
yeah,
And,
that's
so
true.
circumstance would have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can also try at that time try to understand that I don't understand Krishna. Right now, I really don't understand
Yeah.
what's happening, why it's happening,
Mm.
you know, because there are times when we really don't understand what's going
Mm.
on. But then we just have to keep hearing and keep reminding that Krishna is my best friend. Whatever is happening is going to be good, even though I can't understand it right now.
Mm.
There is a song, na? तेरे फूलों से भी प्यार, तेरे कांटों से भी प्यार, जो भी देना चाहे दे दे दाता सरकार मेरे पास. Someday the last line I've forgotten. But तेरे फूलों and तेरे कांटों से भी प्यार.
Yeah,
Whatever you
yeah,
want, you give me, you shape me, you mold me, just make me yours,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we have to. I accept Krishna's will. We have to keep remember. I accept Krishna's will. I accept Krishna's will. Yeah.
Trust
What
the
is
universe.
Krishna's sweet will?
Trust
I'm
the
sorry.
universe.
Trust
Trust,
the
trust the universe. Trust Lord. Yeah.
Trust
trust the
Krishna.
Lord. Yeah, trust Krishna.
Yeah.
And because Krishna himself is saying,
Yes.
he's saying in the Bhagavad Gita, he's the speaker. So he's saying that I am the best friend of all living entities. Then he's saying all living entities are my parts and parcels. You know? So we just have to learn to have faith in Krishna's words. We put our faith in so many different things. We put our faith in WhatsApp forwards. We put our faith in Instagram forward, whatever, so many things. But it's so difficult for us to put faith in Krishna's words somehow. Amazing, no, Via?
Mm.
Really, sometimes. Yeah, we put our faith so many places, but where Krishna's words are there in Bhagavad Gita so clearly mentioned, then no. Why should I put my faith in Krishna's words? Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. I think we'll stop here. Almost time up. Srimad
Yeah.
Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai,
Jai.
Gaur Bhakta ki jai,
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Jai.
you.